Good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year's Eve. It's early, it's cold. I've got my heater going, so let's hope it doesn't stay cold in here for very long. Do we remember these template libraries I went through? I think I did every single one of them. And to celebrate New Year's, I thought what we needed to do was the champagne bottle. Now, this is the template book. This is the one with the templates in it. And this is the one that has the recipe card. So it tells you how to do it. It has a picture. That's probably the most important part, right? Is to be able to see how they did it. And then you can decide how you want to. Because, I mean, it's all pretty basic, simple. You know what, I'm going to be doing the green, not because St. Patrick's Day, but because I actually pulled up images, images of champagne bottles, and most of them are a dark green. Now, I didn't have a real dark green, so it's just a regular green, and then I've got a little gold for the part here, and then I figured white on the rest of it. So we will stick with that, and so here's my paper. Like I said, not as dark as it should be, but it's green. So I'm hoping that it works fine. What did I do with my, there it is. So if you know that I like to use my embossing tool. Every time I did it, that's what I did. I used the embossing tool. I'm going to take the book out because I don't want to emboss it into the cover of the book. I do have a piece of paper underneath just to keep it kind of soft. I did try another piece of paper, and either was it wide enough or was it tall enough, because it seems like it's such a waste of so much of this sheet is wasted, but it looks like it's what I needed. I didn't have another size that it would fit on. See, it's saying card base, one sheet, 8.5 by 12. Let me see again. Maybe I didn't look good enough because I really do have. Oh, look, it will fit. What was I looking at? I don't know, but it will fit. So I'm going to do this one because I prefer this darker green. And maybe I'll do like they did here. Dark green for the base and then the lighter green for the bottle. So or I could turn it around because that other paper is actually thicker. So I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm going to go ahead and do this way. I'm going to make up my mind, I swear. I really am. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do with this. I've got my embossing tool. I'm going to I'm going to start here, and I'm going to emboss it. Even the outline, because even though it's not going to fall, this is where I'm cutting. And hit my score lines here. Now, if I trusted myself enough and I had done it enough, I would stop right there. And what I would do is take it out, fold it, and just cut along here both. I don't trust myself, and I haven't done it enough to see how that would work for me, so I'm going to go ahead and do it this way because I just think I better be careful. But if you find you're going to make a bunch of these, maybe, well, it's too late this year, but maybe if you were going to have a New Year's party and you were doing invitations, you know, and you were doing a bunch of them. So what I'm talking about is just folding on the score line and then just cutting it out. I don't have my bigger, I was thinking I would do it anyways, but I don't have my bigger scissors in here yet. I keep saying I'm going to bring them in, and I haven't got to that yet, so I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to cut along. And one of the things you can do is if you know which things you're going to use. So I know I'm doing the neck and the label. You can go ahead and trace those out so that you're doing all of that and then come back and do all of the cutting. I kind of like to break it up a little bit myself, but some people like to, because once it's all traced, if you're cutting, you could actually take it in front of the TV or something, I suppose, and cut it. You wouldn't have to sit here and do it. I believe this paper is the Kingston's card stock that I'm using right now. You know what, I'm cut it out of this because I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. With the big paper, it's always easier for me to get it cut away instead of fighting it. At this angle, I can see that embossed image really, really well. So anytime you find the pieces are getting in your way or irritating you, cut them off. Right? You're going to cut them off anyways. Okay. So there we go. There's the card base. Pretty good. I did pretty good. Right now, I would fold them together and look and see that it all looks pretty good. And you're not seeing like a big piece over here stuck out or something. I'm just gonna trim it, you know, even it out so that it looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna do that inside layer here. And again, what did I do with the scoring tool? Here it is. So I'm just gonna bring it over here. And this is the inside one. Okay. Back around again so I can cut it out now. And I'm going to go ahead and start on this side. So that I'm cutting it off the big paper. Take your time, you don't need to be in a hurry. If you think I'm rushing, it's not so much that I'm rushing, but with the video, I don't want the video to be super, super long, and because you all are sitting here while I'm cutting them out, I don't want you to have to sit here all day watching me cut it out. So basically what I'm saying is, for the sake of the video, I kind of hurry things a little bit more than I would normally. So take your time. There's no reason to rush. Unless there is, I guess you could have a reason to rush. You might need to have a card real quick, or who knows. And really, this is very champagne-y bottle looking. Right? It doesn't. I suppose you could try to make it look like a different kind of bottle. But it is very champagne-y bottle looking. So then this would go here. Now, I never noticed before, but there are some spots that are not so great. So I'm going to come along. And just kind of trim a little bit. Looks like I messed up my cut there, so like I said, just kind of clean it up. Get them to match. Okay, see? There's my trace line. I don't want to see that. Okay, so this will go on here. Let me glue that down. Might as well glue it now. You know what? I might. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. Do I like the more texture side of this side? I don't know. I think I like the other side better. I like the less texture glue. All right, stick this one here. I didn't get this straight. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it, I guess. I'm not gonna go ahead and leave it. So start up here, I guess, is what I would do. Because I didn't start up here, and then I didn't get it straight. And even, and it was obvious. So, start up at the top. Tip number 1, start at the top. Okay, I have gold for this part. Now it looks like they used glitter. I'm not using glitter, I just got gold mirror. And I'm nervous about it. But I'm gonna do it on this side. Okay, let's see what we get. I'm not real sure how this is gonna cut. I guess I don't know what I'm worried about, but okay. Let me go ahead and just cut this out. Like I said, for me, it's always better that way. See, that's in my way. Cut it off. No reason to fight it. I'm gonna cut it off anyways. Sometimes I'll sit there and fight it and fight it and fight it, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? Cut it off. And it may not be something that you do, but I have to remind myself sometimes to cut it off. All right, there we go. Wow, that is not good. Better. I don't know why this one's so much bigger than this one. See, it's a matter of saying those lines. I guess if you use a pencil, that's not such an issue. But I like the way this works anyways. Okay, here's my priority M, and this is gonna come here now and get glued on. I will wait for that to dry before I would go to shine it up or anything. Because if you go ahead and do it now, it's just going to move, right? And we all know that. ridiculous thing to tell you. Because everybody knows that. Okay, so now we have the neck label and the regular label. So let's do that. And I'm just going to do that in white. Neck label. Let me do the label first, because that neck label is going to fit anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and do the whole thing. Okay. Just to make sure I got it sized kind of the right way. Okay. Label. And neck label. Oh, you know what? You know what would have looked really good? A wax seal on the neck label. Right? I don't have a wax seal right now that I can get to. Not that quickly anyways. Let me cut this out. Okay. Boy, that was an amazing place we went to yesterday. I can't believe, I mean, so the guy was saying, after I videoed, a volunteer, that volunteers there came out in the year 400, I guess, is when they think they were living there. That is old. That has survived a very long time in really remarkable condition. The date that I gave was when they think they left. Boy, that didn't. I always do these wonky some reason. But that is not even. But, yeah, they said the sun in the summertime, the way it's set up and the way the sun moves there, in the summertime, the angle of the sun is such that it's really not hitting it, and so it's shaded for most of the day and stays cooler. But in the winter, the sun is on it for a very good portion of the daylight, and that helps it to stay warmer. I thought, oh, that's perfect. I mean, did they know this, or did they just get lucky when they did it? You know what I mean? He's saying, oh, like they knew it, but did they really, or did they just get lucky? I don't know. It goes all the way. The whole card. But I need to fix it because it's weird. I don't even know how to fix it now at this point. So let me just put it on. We got a wonky, crooked man champagne bottle. And I'm actually going to kind of use this here to cover up the end of the gold foil. In this one, they've got it up more. I'm going to have mine down a little farther. And I suppose this could be gold foil too. I'm not a champagne drinker, honestly. I'm not much of a drinker. I like a little, like a pina colada maybe once in a while, or a tequila sunrise, but I'm not, very rarely do I drink anyway, so just not, never really was, never really have been, so now it's figuring out about where I want this to be. Closer to the bottom, about there maybe. It fits almost perfect right there, so. Of course, now I won't be able to find it again. That perfect spot, right? And there it is. So, here's the other thing you can do. This smaller inside bottle. Okay, so it's green inside. And the lighter green I used, you could still write inside or whatever. But honestly, if you wanted to, and to make the card stronger even, you could come in and trace this one in white and put that in here. And it'll fit. And then, you know, so if you use this dark for your base, you could do that. And you could still write, because you would have that white. This would all be white. Right? And that would work. I like the idea to see, let me show you how they decorated there. So they have a bow and a couple of hearts here. They edged around, you know, the label and the neck thing. To put the sentiment on here, which I would definitely do. I didn't for this because I don't know if I have a Happy New Year's one. And with the state of my room right now, I am not looking. Alright. I would do a wax seal here, I think. I would love the idea of a wax seal, and I think that would look good with... I'm not sure if there is one that has a wax seal now. It seems that I've seen that somewhere. Anyways, I think that would look really pretty. Look at this one they just did in gray and black and white. No, I wouldn't do that. But, I mean, this is, to me, this looks like St. Patrick's Day. I don't know why. Because of the bow tie. Maybe. I don't know. But, there it is. Champagne bottle. I mean, you could just even write Happy New Year. Right? New Year, you're invited, and then New Year's party. That's a good idea for a New Year's party. Alright, everybody. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. And everybody be careful out there tonight, please. Alright, bye-bye.